Because we know where we're going to end, with this coalition of revolutionaries in Rogue One, there's one or two canonical moments, the massacre at Gorman and Mon Mothma's leaving the Senate, making her speech. You know, those are on the calendar. Those are things we have to deal with.
All those connections with all the stories we've heard before. This is the season that delivers that.
In these 3 episodes, you really feel the genuine weight of rebellion.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The Emperor has taken a great interest in the situation.
There were mass curfew violations last night and rumors of a general strike this morning.
We are moving forward with the original plan.
In the main plaza, there's so many stories happening at the same time. It's not just like suddenly there's chaos. It's slowly cooking. There is a plan, always.
We are the goal! The galaxy is watching!
Jan Miles was our editor on that episode, and that was a very complicated thing. There's a lot of moving pieces. Things like this, you know, you're putting them together as quickly as they're being shot. You're sort of tacking these together and seeing what you need. It's components, and you're putting those components together, building and building and building, and finally, you know, they just take shape.
We are the goal!
We thought of the massacre as its own sound, musical sound. This idea of these bending, distorted basses and cellos. Tony coined the term doom bends. We want to create this simmering, this long, slow burn. And so we started with just one of these doom bends. Then there'd be space and maybe a hit, and then there'd be another one.
In Gorman, we used the camera droids. We'd seen these before, never as a practical effect. We'd seen them as a digital effect in the prequels.
I will take what Jedi we have left and go to Geonosis and help Obi-Wan.
So it was really great to bring those to life.
Reinstated for the entire city. Local leaders are urging harm.
A peaceful demonstration. Local insurgents spread rumors through the night and have organized this highly volatile insurrection you see behind me now.
How Cyril goes down, that was really fun to build and really fun to write and very difficult to watch because it's really freaking wild and painful.
What have you done?
Everything he ever thought he believed in, trusted in, is shaken to its core. How he moves on from there is really the truest expression of Cyril. Everything that he has just experienced with Dedra and Rylance and the whole season 2 is just coming out in this, like, God, like, this guy, I can't believe, like, at this moment, you're finally showing up.
The moment of Cyril and Cassian meeting, we've been waiting for that moment to happen, and it has to be worth it. We worked on that choreography for quite a long time.
And if it gives a little bit more on this impact in your body, it just gives a little bit more.
That moment, it means so much to him.
When you grab me, just put me there.
And you have Cassian surviving and going like, wow, get away from me, who are you? You know, that kind of thing. And Cyril just keeps coming back.
One of the great things I actually have always loved about him is he follows through where no one else will. And he just follows through to the end.
And seeing these people, I mean, that's the only thing they can do is sing their national anthem. It's the emotional lever. In the middle of that riot, Tony and Nick Patel wrote that.
Lazine, Terry Goddard's character, starts singing in the main square. And he starts singing, and then someone else starts singing. You feel more sense of community in that way when you feel it build than having it happen all at once. The building of that music and those voices in a crowd and making the physics of it right. The line producer, David Mayante, and the ADs and everybody, and then mixing it as well, really built it out so that it's like a little kindling. It's like a little flame that starts there, and it goes through the whole crowd, and people in the back of the crowd aren't even aware of what's happening in the beginning, and then they're all joining in.
visual effects team is there every day with us, shooting, spending the time, reacting to the little stuff.
Thank you. Well done, everybody. We're doing 6 KX units that are brought to Gorman by the Imperials.
The first big introduction to the KX is coming out. As an all-in-one shot, we had her thrown through the air from the start position, hit the floor, and slide without ever cutting away.
And there is something that needs to happen, right? Cassian needs to find his friend. And the way it happens is quite special.
People have had to be very patient, but the promise always was, well, when we bring it, we're gonna bring it.
Have you seen the numbers? The Gorman dead? It's beyond belief. We need to speak out. We need to stand up and speak the truth.
So we're currently in Spain. This is called the CAC. It's like a cultural arts and sciences center designed by Calatrava. Calatrava's architecture offers something that we can not only build on in terms of our stage sets, but also kind of embrace as an upper Coruscant look. Well, this stretch that I'm in now is at one end of what we're calling a Senate Plaza, with the Senate building at one end and the Senate offices at the other. And so it really helps us kind of stitch together the geography of the exterior Senate.
We are in crisis.
The distance between what is said...
Shut it down. And what is known to be true has become an abyss. With that speech, we get to the mom that I'm deeply interested in, which is the emergence of a leader.
The death of truth is the ultimate victory of evil.
And it's intercut with Cassian trying to find her, and there's other stuff going on.
You need the sequence key.
So let's have it.
We took it up to the security office yesterday.
Because it's Andor, there's many levels to one scene. Tony said to me, would you like me to write the whole speech? And I said, yes, please. I would love you to write the whole speech. And I will just learn the whole speech. And then you can cut and use whatever you want. But I want to give that speech. And he did. To stand and give the whole speech, that is something that I will remember forever. It meant something to me for all these years, having the wonderful opportunity to play her.
The monster who will come for us all soon enough is Emperor Palpatine.
Senator. It was really nice. I've been working with Genevieve in this show for so long without having the opportunity to actually interact. And as an actor, it's amazing to reconnect these two characters.
At the beginning of Rogue One, where Mon Mothma introduces Cassian to Jen, she just says, this is Captain Cassian Andor from Rebel Intelligence. I just go, wow, imagine now doing that. What it would be. I love the sinew that we've created that will reach out over the past to link up.
Stand down, everyone!
I'm not sure I can do this.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Background action! Action!
Glorious!
What are you doing?
And with Cassian's journey, now it's the move to being a leader, even moving beyond a leader then to becoming a hero.
You. All that you've been gathering. The strength of spirit. Surely you must feel it.
And then Bix and her sacrifice.
We have to win. We have to beat them.
And cut. Very good. Almost good, thank you. Lovely.
She knows that if she stays, we're gonna be in this loop of destruction forever.
I'm choosing the rebellion.
He has to understand that in any revolution, it's about succeeding, you know? It's not about you anymore. You have to be willing to bring that sacrifice.
They're getting ready to power up the droid you brought in. The KX unit?
When we leave Block 3, when you're laying it out and you're looking, it actually can line up. When Bix leaves him, K2 can be arriving. And so it's really going to mean something.
97 Echo, take 3. Aim beam up.
3, 2, 1.
K2SO. I love being that character again.
Working with Alan was fabulous. It's going to be quite a thing for those who love Rogue One.